up on my Snapchat, so if you're not following me on Snapchat, you know what to do, girl. Okay, so the first colour I'm going to use is this colour from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called Fudge Eyeshadow, and I'm going to use my Sigma E05 brush. This is like a small pencil eyeliner brush, and I literally just tap it, and I'm going to start off by etching the shape that I want. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've got really hooded eyes, so I have to make sure my eyes are open directly and then see what kind of shape I want. If I tilt my head back, sometimes you think that the crease is big, but then when you open your eyes, your crease goes missing. So we don't want that to happen. You want to see your cut crease from the get-go when your eyes are open. So tap lightly, look directly into a mirror, and etch out the shape that you want with your eyes open. Don't wiggle your brush in too much, because then you'll get a lot of fallout. So as you guys can see, I'm using my pinky finger to help me rest and balance my hand, so that gives me a bit more symmetry. And then for my wing, I literally just go back down slightly so it fits my eye shape, and then I'll wing out towards the edge of my brow. So I kind of want it to kind of flick upwards and then curve down, then back up again into my crease. So next I'm going to use that Fudge shade again from Anastasia Beverly Hills with my MAC 219 brush. It is just a normal pencil brush. And just tapping it again, and basically I want to diffuse the line on top so it stays nice and sharp here, but on top it's really nice and blended. So tap tap tap, and then I'm just going in between, and this brush is a little bit thicker than the eyeliner brush, so it helps diffuse that line out. So this brush is still precise, but it's thicker than the eyeliner brush, so it helps diffuse the line. Don't worry too much if this line here goes really murky, because we're going to use concealer to clean it up anyways. We just want the top bit to look really blended. Okay, so the next eyeshadow we're going to use is Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to use my trusty 217 from MAC. This is my favourite all-time blending crease brush. So I'm going to dip it in that Cocoa Bear eyeshadow from Makeup Geek into the crease, and now I'm just going to blend this so that it fades up really nicely. So I'm just going back and forth. Make sure to always keep the brush moving. You never want the brush to stay in just one area. So the trick when blending eyeshadow is that you never want to see any harsh lines. So even with this, if this brush creates a harsh line, you need to use an even bigger brush to blend out this brush. And even on this inner corners here, you still want it to be blended. So I go in from the side here, and I use the edge of this brush, and that just helps me blend into that corner. So next brush I'm using is the MAC 224 with this shade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's called Birkin. With the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow, they are so pigmented, but they do kick up a lot of dust. So you have to be very careful that you don't take too much product. So because the shade is a little bit darker than my skin tone, it just helps fade the eyeshadow from dark, mid, and then back into my skin tone. This is also really good if you made any mistakes and you feel like you haven't blended your eyeshadow well. This is kind of like an eraser. The only thing is, because the brush is so big, sometimes it takes away the intensity of this dark bit here, so we're going to have to go back in and add a bit more depth here, maybe with a bit of black eyeshadow or like a brown eyeshadow. So I'm going to add a bit of black eyeshadow into this cut crease, and this is with that eyeliner brush from Sigma again, and this just creates a bit more depth right inside the crease, so it's a really nice sharp contrast. I'm going to use this concealer from MAC. It's called the Studio Finish Concealer, and I use the shade NC30. And I also use my favourite brush for carving out my brows or carving out my cut creases. This is from Crown Brushes. It's so old and so cheap, but it's amazing. I think it's the 431 brush. So this is my favourite brush for concealing my brows, concealing my cut creases, to make everything really sharp. So I use the edge of the concealer to make my brush really, really sharp and flat. Look how flat that is. It's going to cut some eyeshadow. So I start on the inner corners and I rest my pinky finger in. I just use the tippy tip of the brush and I literally just curve like this. I try to do it in one sweep so that the brush stroke is really, really sharp. This is the trick, guys, to get your cut creases on point. Yes, 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 yes. If you have a problem with your eyeshadow creasing, I would recommend doing this step with Soft Ochre from MAC, because that is an actual eyeshadow primer, but it also cuts creases really well. But it's a bit dry, so it makes your eyeshadow last longer. Me personally, because I don't have a crease, my eyeshadow doesn't crease at all, unfortunately. You guys are lucky if your eyeshadow creases, okay? You don't know the struggle over here. The Asian eyes. Then for the side, I literally go down, and then I just curve it towards my brow. Okay, we are done. The cut crease is done. Yes. Okay, so next, the colour I want on my eyelid is a similar colour to this nail varnish, but I can't seem to find anything from my collection. So I'm going to use a liquid lipstick on my eyelids. Yes, guys, you heard it from me. I'm going to use a lip product for the eyes. As long as the base colour is there, it should be fine, right? I won't get conjunctivitis, right? Will I? This is from Iconic London and it's called Purple Rain and it's their matte liquid lipstick. And I love these liquid lipstick because look, it comes with a brush. Genius! Genius! I tell you, genius! Okay, liquid lipstick going on the eyes. By using the brush on its side, it allows me to leave that gap. So I have a bit of negative space for the other eyeliner look. Alright, so the next product I'm going to use is this NYX Vivid Bright Liner. And this is in Vivid Sapphire. And there's a really nice hot blue. And look at the applicator. Yes, whenever you have liquid liners all the time, you must make sure you take off the excess on the sides, and this also helps mold the brush so the brush is really nice and flat. So you also want to make sure you go back and forth on the sides for that winged eyeliner go. Okay, so I'm starting at the bottom lash line and slowly going higher. Okay, so I'm gonna line up to where I want the negative space to start and then wing this bad boy out and join it together. So I'm basically gonna blend this liner inwards towards that purple liquid lipstick, and I literally just go back and forth like this so it helps create that soft gradient. Okay, so I'm gonna go on top now and wing this eyeliner a bit more inwards. Practice makes perfect, guys. If you're not really that confident of your liner, you just need to keep on trying, because I remember when I first tried liner I was like shaky McShakeson. So just keep doing it. Use your pinky finger, steady your hand. You can also put your elbow to rest on your table. That also really helps as well. So if your eyeliner isn't as sharp at the end, you can use your trusty concealer brush and just carve it out. So in between that blue and that purple liquid lipstick, I use this Rimmel liner, and this is called the Colour Precise liner, and I think they have quite a few shades, but the one I'm using is the blue one. And I literally just go in between and I just help merge the two colours, because this blue is a bit too bright and it doesn't blend in very well. So this is like the perfect kind of like transition shade, but I'm going to use like a lighter glitter to cover it anyways. Okay, it's glitter time! Yeah! So we're going to use this glitter from Urban Decay, and it's called the Heavy Metal Glitter, and this shade is called Junk Show, and I'm going to put it on top of that liquid lipstick. The reason why I chose to use glitter liners is because obviously we've got all our foundation on and we don't want a lot of glitter to fall down. Also, for cut creases like this that you want kind of like a harsh line, glitter liners are the best because you can really have a precise edge to the glitter by using the brush. The Urban Decay Heavy Metal liners are the best. I haven't found a good glitter liner brand. There's really a niche out there for it. If you guys know anyone that creates good glitter liners, please message me because I'm after a few new shades. So the next line I'm going to use is this from NYX, and it's called Crystal Aqua. And I want these two glitters to mix, so I'm just crossing them over by flicking them back and forth. So when there's less glitter on the brush, I just go more so in the middle so that you get some blue kind of fades into the pink and the pink fades into the blue. It's actually really hard to blend glitters together. You think it'll be a lot more easier, but every glitter needs to be in a certain spot for it to work. Okay, we're coming along, guys. We're getting there. Okay, the next glitter line we're going to use is from Urban Decay again, and it's called Spandex. Yes, and it's this really, look how pretty this shade is. God damn, it's so pretty. It's got like a mix of blue, teal, gold, silver. So it's just going on outer corners because it's like a darker blue, and I just fade the colours in again. You guys are going to be sick of glitter after watching my YouTube channel because I put glitter on in every single look. I love it so much. Okay, so we're just going to apply some black liquid liner, and this is one of my favourite liners because it's double-ended. It has a pencil on one side and a liquid on the other side. You normally have like a dud side that you don't really use, but I love using both sides. It's so good to put in your bag as well because look, it's got a pencil on one side and it's retractable. So no sharpener needed. It's super black, super long wearing. It's perfect. So I'm going to use the liquid on the top lash line, and then on the bottom lash line I'll use the pencil side. So straight in, and look how dark this is. You know sometimes you go on top of glitter and you still see the glitter showing through? Not with this liner, baby. I'm just fading this out so it's really, really dark in the corners here. So I'm going to use my pencil liner now, and I'm going to twist it up and use it on my bottom lash line. I'm going to smudge it out with like a thicker eyeliner brush. This is from Sigma again. It's the one I used earlier for my cut crease. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I've done this negative space inner point liner. Can you guys see that little bit of white there? So I'm going to show you guys how to do this inner point with a bit of negative space in the centre. So this is from Lime Crime. It's one of my favourite liquid liners because the brush is so thin and super black. Look how nice and thin this is. Yes! Okay, so we're going to start off at the top to join it, and then I just go down, and then after I just look straight down, and I kind of want it to kind of join straight here. So I'm just tracing that line. So I don't want it to curve round, I kind of just want it to go straight. So I'm using the NYX white liquid liner to create the top line and then also in the inner corners. It's so hard to find a good white eyeliner, guys, especially in a brush form. Okay, so I'm going straight in, and I'm literally just filling it in that negative space here. Now I'm going to add the liquid liner on the top, and I'm going in from this way now. You just need to make sure you keep going back and forth because this liner dries up a bit. And we're going to add like a black liquid line up here, so don't worry too much if the white doesn't connect very well. And we're going to put glitter on top, and glitter hides everything. Okay, so the last one I promise is this one from LA Colors, and it's just the one in silver, and I'm going to go on top of all that white to give it a bit more jazz. So I'm just going on top with the LA Colors glitter liner in silver, just on top of the white to give it a bit more sparkle. So as you guys can see, this liner here is a bit more blended. So I'm just going to use a black eyeshadow underneath here with my MAC 219 brush, and this is just going to blend out so it looks a bit more smoky underneath to match the other eye. Okay, next up I'm going to apply lashes. I'm going to use the Vegas Nay ones with Eyelaw, and I'm just going to apply on mascara. I'm using Smoky Lash from Makeup Forever. So this is what the lash looks like, super fluttery, and I'm just bending the band because the band is a little bit thick. Okay, I'm applying the lashes, go straight from on top, look down into a mirror, place in the middle first, corners, look down to the left, and voila! They're stuck on, baby. Okay, I'm just going to use the Balm Pick Me Up liner, and this is called I Really Dig You, and it's just a really nice nude lip liner. To fill in my lips as well, so it's not just like a rim. So I'm going to use Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D. Okay, to finish everything off, I'm going to add a little bit more highlighter. This is from Ofo Cosmetics called You Do You with my Eco Tools fan brush. My favourite highlighter, so nice. And this brush, look how good this brush is. Just cups your cheekbones so well. It's all about the glowy skin in certain areas though, not all over. Okay, I'm going to start taking out my hair now. If you guys want to see a tutorial on how to put rollers in and to get bouncy hair without using a lot of heat, let me know. Look at all this volume, girl. And then last final roller, literally just put my fingers through and I just ruffle my hair up. Oh my god, it feels so good after all those rollers. Whoa. I'm just going to use a hairspray. This is one of my favourites. It's from L'Oreal, and it's called their Volumizing Super Size Hairspray. And this gives you a lot of texture as well as hold. Okay guys, I hope you like this crazy glitter cut crease. It reminds me of like a glitter flag. What flag has pink and blue? I don't know. I hope it inspired some of you guys to get out of your comfort zone and create something new and funky, you know, because glitter is all fun and games. It's only makeup and it just comes off. So if you recreate this look, comment down below. Let me know what you want to see, and make sure you give me a thumbs up for this video. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye. The shape that I want, Coco! Oh my god! To make the cut crease even more cut creasy. Then for the side, I literally go down and then I just curve it towards my brow. Just make sure it's really sharp. Motorbikes. Oh. It's so itchy, man. Rollers getting in my way of my liner. Move. Someone answer the phone! Hello, your phone's ringing! And someone just flushed the toilet. Great. Ruined that shot for me. Go away, Coco! You're making all these snorting noises. Bird Stay still.
Wait.
I'm in a rush. Make sure to dirty. Need to clean this for YouTube and be a proper YouTuber. So with the brush, I go back and forth, side to side, and up and down. Do you know what that's from, babe?
No.
LL Cool J. Duh.